Hello everyone, this is Lord Puller, and today I want to do something a little different. I want to comment on the statements that were recently dug up in regards to Leslye Headland, who, if anyone doesn't know, she's now the lead writer on the Star Wars project called The Acolyte. She was handpicked by Kathleen Kennedy to run this project. Apparently, there was an interview done with Leslye Headland back in 2019 in regards to this new job opportunity that she got, and it's causing some controversy now because the statements have been uncovered. And I'm going to give you my opinion on it. Now, I'm going to forward this by saying that I actually kind of agree with Leslye in some regard to what she says. And I know that's a controversial take in regards to her statements, but I'm going to break down exactly what Leslye is saying when she makes these statements. All right, so let's play it, and I'll add my commentary. Hold on.
Like, what we understand to be Star Wars, like, the idea that, like, that only came from George Lucas, that only George Lucas holds the key for what we understand to be Star Wars is just untrue.
That I kind of agree with, believe it or not. George Lucas has his perspective on Star Wars. That's very true. And new creators can come in and add their own voice to the canvas that George has set up. I agree with that. And we actually have a precedent when it comes to new people coming in and actually adding improvements to the universe. Take a look at the Alien franchise. The first Alien came out. It was a big success. It was a horror film straight up. James Cameron came in for the sequel and created Aliens. He brought in a brand new, fresh perspective on it. Now this I kind of agree with Leslye on this, but she keeps talking.
And I think the prequels are an excellent example of that. I mean, but you look at McQuarrie's work and you realize like what an indelible mark this man has made on culture via this one role that he played in this film. And the idea that...
All right, so she's giving props to Chris McQuarrie, who, if you didn't know, he created all these templates for the look of Star Wars way back in the... Sorry, not Chris McQuarrie. Ralph McQuarrie. Chris McQuarrie is his son. Ralph McQuarrie created all these matte paintings and creature designs for the Star Wars film. He actually designed the iconic look of Darth Vader. She's giving props to Ralph McQuarrie, essentially. She's saying that like that these artists working in tandem with George Lucas should be celebrated as much as George. That's well and good. That's all well and good. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, celebrate them. But she keeps going.
Like, when you're hiring a director, that everyone is sitting in there waiting for George Lucas and not for the person who's going to know to hire Ralph McQuarrie. That's the problem. That's the misogyny and the problem with the auteur myth.
And there it is. The auteur myth. The myth that there's a go-to person who knows the entire scope of the universe and should be the person that is the authority figure. What she's essentially saying, what this woman is essentially saying, is that she is not an auteur. She is not a person to go to. Because she can't live up to the auteur myth herself.
As it stands today, because they're not thinking this is the person that will hire the right people and this is the person that will be able to create the lookbooks and direct people to get them to that place. They're just thinking, do you have all the answers? And the truth is that nobody does, and anybody that says they do is lying. You know?
So she's saying anyone that says that they have the answers is lying. So according to her logic, she shouldn't be the showrunner of The Acolyte. That's her logic. She fears genius. She fears the auteur. She discredits where things come from. This is the petulant attitude of the creators being hired by Lucasfilm today. In our world, this kind of person is being put in charge of these universes, feeling as if they should do whatever they want. Simply because they fear the genius that came before them. This is the attitude. This is a woman that bites the hand that feeds her, including you, the audience. She'll spit on you if you don't like what she puts out, despite this convoluted, twisted mentality of hers that fears the genius, fears creation source. This is the psychopathy that's infecting Lucasfilm. That's almost, I believe, it's also infecting, getting into Marvel and the rest of Disney as well. The geniuses should be ignored. Geniuses who create these wide tapestries should be silenced and instead step aside for much more talented creationists of some sort. I mean, Ralph McQuarrie was a fantastic artist, but he did his role. George Lucas's role is to moderate the entire package. The sights, the sounds, the dialogue, the look, the sequences, the editing, the special effects, the whole shebang. And this woman has the psychology of fearing those people who have the totality in their minds. The fear of the auteur is driving Lucasfilm and Disney into the ground. The end. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.